Good evening. So I wanted to just read the story of Jesus walking on water. Because I just think it's a great example of what faith looks like. So it says, immediately Jesus made the disciples get into the boat and go ahead of him to the other side, while he dismissed the crowd. After he had dismissed them, he went up by way of mountainside by himself to pray. Later that night he was there alone, and the boat was already a considerable distance from land, buffeted by the waves because the wind was against it. Shortly before dawn, Jesus went out to them walking on the lake. When the disciples saw him walking on the lake, they were terrified. "It's a ghost," they said, and they cried out in fear. But Jesus immediately said to them, "Take courage, it is I. Don't be afraid." "Lord, if it's you," Peter replied, "tell me to come to you on the water." "Come," he said. Then Peter got down out of the boat, walked on the water, and came toward Jesus. But when he saw the wind, he was afraid and beginning to sink, cried out, "Lord, save me." Immediately Jesus reached out his hand and caught him. "You of little faith," he said, "why did you doubt?" And when they climbed into the boat, the wind died down. Then those who were on the boat worshipped him, saying, "Truly you are the Son of God." When they crossed over, they landed at Gennesaret. And when the men of that place recognized Jesus, they sent word to all the surrounding country. People brought all of their sick to him and begged him to let the sick just touch the edge of his cloak, and all who touched it were healed. And I just think that's paints such an incredible picture that Peter was, for one, able to step out of the boat. And he was doing fine until he noticed the surroundings, his surroundings, and he started to doubt. Even though he was already walking on the water, he started to doubt that he could, and he started sinking. And Jesus grabbed him, and I think of that with just my current situation sometimes. Even though I'm walking in the blessing and in the promise, I get scared and I take my eyes off of Jesus, even though I'm right in the midst of blessing, and sometimes I can't even see it. And with just the situation I'm dealing with right now, I've been saying trust God, put your trust and hope and faith in God, and then I feel like kind of a hypocrite because I'm being faced with a really challenging time right now, and I immediately was just angry. And God wants our full heart, and he wants our trust, and he deserves it, and he has never led me astray. There's not one situation where I've been let down by God. So it's a good reminder, to keep your eyes fixed on Jesus. Don't look at everything else around you, because you're gonna freak out. I look at the situation I'm facing and I'm freaking out, but God is with me, and he's not gonna let me fall. So that's it. That's just what I wanted to share. Hope everyone has a wonderful Saturday night. Stay safe. It's snowing like crazy. But good night.